Hey, everyone, and welcome back once again to Ultimate Admiral, Age of Sail. This is a special bonus episode brought to you by my Patreon supporter, Poomdorau. Let's continue, and we have two side missions, so to say, left. One is the Corsican Voyager. The Admiralty has been informed about the plans of the French governor of Corsica. It seems that he is organizing to escape our advancing troops in the island. Send any available ship to patrol the Corsican waters and prevent the governor's escape. Okay, let's see if we can make do with the smaller ships. Yes, we do. 100% success rate. That's perfect. Let's go. Next up is a very important person. Captain, there's an urgent rescue task with a high priority. One of the evacuation ships has lost contact with the convoy and drifted to an unknown destination, likely due to some damage. Among the passengers, there's a member of the royal family of the Kingdom of Naples. The Admiralty ordered all available ships to search and rescue the Neapolitan royal member. Alright, let's send to San Giovanni. And the Mercedes. Together that's 92. I'd rather go for 100, so let's send Le Petit Patre. And we get that 100% success rate there as well. So let's do that. I don't need to adjust anything else to my forces and such, so let's continue to the next stage. You'll find that the Mediterranean Sea presents its own variety of unique challenges. The winds can change rapidly and will vary greatly from one area to another. The same can be said of your potential opponents. Formidable Spanish warships, powerful French or Ottoman frigates, as well as light and fast Barbary and pirate vessels may be encountered. The Admiralty has decided to offer you the third-rate HMS Agamemnon, a perfect ship for these conditions, though if you would instead prefer to equip a different ship to your own specifications, funding is also available for this purpose. Let's get the Agamemnon, but it'll probably not be my flagship. Let's see here. We got minus 25% ship cost and weapon cost, so we should stack up our weapons. May 28th, 1794. Bleak days are upon us. Toulon has fallen, and fierce fighting has broken out throughout the Mediterranean. Thankfully, due to Horatio Nelson's efforts, thousands of souls were able to escape Toulon and were spared the guillotine. Fighting in Corsica also appears to be coming to its conclusion, with the French forces being driven from the island. And there's a starvation in France. After multiple bad harvests resulted in bread shortages, the upheaval of the revolution at the beginning of the terror resulted in food riots sweeping across France along with mutinies in the French fleet. We have pushed our industries harder than ever before in order to take advantage of France's weakness and to put an end to this assault on the common order. Our reports. We get the Agamemnon. A very important person. The King of Naples sends his personal gratitude for your success. He also knows that he'll be very happy if you manage to visit him at some point in the future in order to thank you personally. We got some, come on, medium damage to Petit Patre, that sucks. Corsican Voyager, congratulations for capturing the French governor cap. His treasury was an unexpected but very pleasant surprise. Slight damage to both these ships. Then we have secret plans, a Duke request, but these are side missions. And then we have Glorious June and Grand Hiver. It seems both of them are naval battles, and we'll see how we're gonna deal with that eventually. First of all, though, let's take a look at our ships. Let's first deal with the Hector, the Velasco as well, the Arrogante, we didn't get that much cash ultimately because we also lose quite a bit, but we're okay. Arrogante, Velasco, Hector are done. You need repairs, and in order to get you back to max, We'll pay a significant sum. For the San Giovanni, or for the Mercedes as well. San Giovanni's already at max. Needs repair. Alright. Luckily for most of these it's pretty cheap. Let's get you back up to full. Of course, technically I would need to get these guys also back up to full strength, but there's no reason to do that now. Let's actually take a look, because we do have a career point as well. So, I probably should have done that first, but let's also make it so that we'll get more ship repair after battles. Let's take a look at the research. I don't actually think I have the money really to do a whole lot. I could go for unified gun carriages. Might be somewhat useful. But in reality, how much am I losing in funding? 18. Let's just work on getting the hippopotame at least up to fighting force for the first mission. Let's see, do I want morale or stamina? I guess stamina with you. Let's get you to optimal. That's 10,000. Okay, as for the Hector, I still have one of these available. Going for... yeah, those are very expensive and thus not very cost effective, I think. That's rather the problem. However, start with lightweight hull so you can get up to the maximum crew. That seems to be a bit easier on the hippopotame for some reason. But if I now cannot add any more boarding equipment, that seems to be indeed the case. Okay. That's fine for now. Let's see if we... how much earlier is it at? 22,000. Let's make sure that the weapons that we have are really up to snuff. With 642, that's a lot, and they're really good, but it's unfortunately not enough for one of my third rates, as I need 750 then. 642, huh? Let's do that for now. Also means I have some units in reserve. Because if I'm gonna board with them, I kind of want them to have these bayonets. And then on the Conqueror, I would need to switch weapons to sea surface muskets. And there we go. That leaves me with the Agamemnon not being used right now. But you know what? It also doesn't have any cannons. It will still cost me a lot before I can upgrade it, and it's only a third rate. So I'll be fine with my 5 ships of the line for the moment, and we'll see how we're gonna deal with things later. Now, let's forget about that, and let's forget about this 5th rate too. It's no use because I don't have enough money, etc. to send it to the Admiralty. You know what? Let's also send this one to the Admiralty. Then let's add the Bourbon to the fleet. Repair it. And then I'm just going to sell the Bourbon. And that might be a bit silly, but at least I know I'm trading 40 reputation at the moment. For this amount of cash, but I still think that ultimately, since when did I get these for free, huh? Yunnan and Gentile. Let's sell them. Also, because for both of these, they're actually full. Let's keep the Gentile for now. It might come in handy. And with the additional money, I could technically get the Agamemnon to work here. And I also need cannons, never mind. And I don't have those. Let's just save the money for now then. Yeah. And let's get going. So this one gives me less money. Maybe it will give me some additional reserves. Grand Hiver. Let's start with a glorious June. In the middle of a revolution and the politics of terror, a famine broke out in France. Or is this... Yeah, this is also a lot earlier. Alright, a famine broke out in France. France has sent a huge convoy of supplies from America under the protection of her fleet. We must intercept this convoy so that the French Republic will drown in the blood of hunger riots. On June the 1st, 1794, our fleet engaged in battle with the French escort and was victorious. But in doing so, we were sufficiently delayed and the convoy was able to break through our blockade. Fortunately, one of our patrols discovered part of the convoy. The fate of the French Republic is in our hands. We must destroy as much of the convoy as possible. Alright, we'll see how that's gonna turn out. So let's deploy them in this fashion. To be honest, I don't even feel like deploying those smaller ships is going to be a good idea. Nah. Let's do it like this. The French were clever, and while their fleet distracted ours, they split the convoy into multiple smaller groups in the hope that at least some of them will get through with their desperately needed supplies. To our good fortune, we've spotted one of these groups. Unfortunately, this one seems to have retained a significant escort, and destroying the transports will not be an easy task. Our orders are to destroy or capture as many transports as possible, but if their escort proves too strong, then we're free to retreat and regroup. To complicate the task of the French escorts, we'll attack from two sides. Okay, I want to... This wind is actually in the complete opposite direction for you guys. So sailing that way, you can already see they're at 0.4 speed. That's not going to help me. And here, rather neither. So my units do have to turn significantly. As well. They do seem to have some sizable ships. I do find the game to be running a bit blocky. Or something of the sort, at least. I have no clue what's going on with the game. It doesn't feel like it's running very smoothly. I'll be right back. I'm gonna try to fix this because this is actually no good here. Alright, let's hope the problem is fixed this way. Does seem to be like it, at least. I'll have to make a bit of a better turn here. Let's zoom in on the actual action because this will probably take quite long still. Whereas I do want to have the Hector go that way. They're probably not fast enough to catch up with the Alceste anyway. Here. Let's review not fire yet. Oh, they're actually attacking only the mast. Interestingly enough. The problem is that they have a much better angle than we do. For the most part. We're getting somewhat closer to each other, but barely, so you're better off focusing on the Lutine currently. And we'll see how this is going. They should be catching up speed a little bit here as well now. At least one thing that could happen is that we're potentially sandwiching the Alceste. Which is probably the same class as the Hector, I think. Maybe not. They do look somewhat different from each other. with the emphasis on somewhat. They're actually slowing down here by quite a bit, for whatever reason. Not really sure why. Let's have you not fire either. But now you can, as long as you're focusing on the Alceste. That is fine. The positioning to capture this ship is actually looking pretty well, although the question is, at full speed, whether they might get away. They do look like they might try to get away, for sure. Yep, okay, let's keep going. They indeed did get away. Still, seriously not sure how we're gonna get that ship. You're certainly not getting it, so let's move you to the side. Might even attack the Lutine. They could just attack anything they feel like. The goal is still to capture them. It also means some tricky maneuvering on my part here. Especially since I need the Arrogante to actually try to start moving in that direction. I know it's against everything they want to... It's the only way I can get up there. The Hippopotame might be able to do it by itself, but... Okay, the Arrogante should then be boarding too. So being boarded from two sides should give me then the advantage once they actually do. Or they're not. Yeah, they are. Okay. That was exactly the thing that I wanted to see. Holy smokes, what did they do to the Conquerant? What the heck? Holy smokes. Okay. Let's send out you, you, and you. Oh, this is the Alcest. Something is going very wrong here. Okay. I would probably be best off trying to leave with the hippopotame first, and also with the Alcest. Would have thought that the Conquerant at least would have been able to deal decent damage to those ships, but that turned out to be a bit of a disaster. Try to turn those guys as well. Alright, you should take a little break. While I'm trying to turn with this ship. I shouldn't forget to use good cannons here. This sometimes the way these ships move is just like really frustrating. The way that unit gets dragged now. That's a problem. But I think I got at least the Thetis down. The Hector is of course the biggest ship that I have, so really, you're taking water now? Yeah, I tried keeping them out, but they have a good position on them still, even now. That's why I'm trying to get them out. Let's focus on the second ship here. I need units to screen for the hippopotami because they will be quite unable to turn, I feel like. And ultimately, that is going to be a problem. So suddenly I need to turn quite a bit. I also had really hoped that they would have been done there, but I guess not. You have to keep going straight. There's no way that any of these guys can turn now, except for the Patre. The game is still running exceptionally slow, for whatever reason. I did tell you that you need to anchor. Can you turn? If they all turn now, that should be decent. And the Venus shouldn't give me too many problems. Okay, so 1 second, you need to slow down. I want to see. Oh, you can go again. Let's move. You get on the Venus, and the Hector needs to keep moving for sure, because we're getting into some serious issues. Now, the one good thing is that the Lutine is now being squeezed. Mercedes, please. Slow down. Match their speed. And you need to keep anchor. Maybe the Venus is still to be saved here. Wow, I'm actually surprised they're going after that. Let's turn both of these, and you should wait for a bit. You need to halt, because you're again getting water. Either way, I suppose that's what you get for taking damage. So you're also only using grape shot not to hurt any of those other ships, and the same No, should not apply to you. If you're attacking the nymph, that is. Okay, so the Velasco is taking on the Cybele. And the Arrogante should be attacking the Gracieuse. You're going way too fast, just like you. If we want to get the Lutine, okay, so Arrogante is going at practically 0 speed. Purposefully, of course. Let's use Grape. Aren't you? I thought they actually stopped. But then somehow they got moving again. That's just super weird. Oh, come on, you're not using actual cannon. Okay, so Lutine is dead. The Cybele should be dead as well. Now, that means you need to go after the Gracieuse. And you need to keep going too. You're taking on water, so you need to hold. Okay. Next, you need to use only Grape for the moment, because you're in the middle of some capturable ships. Cybele has surrendered. Well, they're gonna go down. That's kind of the goal. So we only have the Resoluque and the Gracieuse left. Those are the two ships that need to be dealt with. You're okay. But you are not. So let's make sure that we turn you. Let's try to match their speed. You're slowing down. And now I want the Alceste to engage them. You need to get to Grape. Let's actually pause. Let's, for 1 second, take a look which units are using Grape Shot. For all intents and purposes, that should be all of them. Now, they might actually try to get back on the Ariane. I'll try to capture it meanwhile. Yeah. Okay. And the San Giovanni can try to now pitch into. Yeah, I'll never get there on time. I did tell you to no longer move. Same for you. If you're taking on water, they need to sit absolutely still. In order to try and remedy the situation. Okay. Or, let's actually try to get some boats out. And you need to stay there. Let's again pause because there's so much going on now. You need to try and go there. Use grape shot. There's no way that ship is gonna go and escape with the way things are going like that, so... Okay, I need to get some units from the Hector and get you in there. I don't like that the Gracios is trying to come back. But we're chasing after them. So there is at least that. Okay. Let's change that wind, or change where we need to go. Change the direction. They're just trying to deal with that ship, which is okay. Let's again pause. Sometimes I was just so confused. There it is, okay. What really confuses me is that they just somehow are unable to deal with the fact that they are taking on water for an extended period of time. Really don't know how that works. So it seems like the Velasco is also taking on water. Let's halt them. Only the Hector and the Patre and these ships over here seem to still be capable of doing some serious engagements. Let's slow you down though. Where's that ship? Or did they get there first? That's what it could be. Yeah. You need to turn against the wind, and that is indeed not easy, but... Can you grape shot them, please? This battle is taking very long. Okay, they are also experiencing some difficulties. I think the Patres should be able to take down the Gracias at least. Like, okay, with the Gracias also taking water. Just like this ship. Come on. Seriously. They're almost down. Which is also good. I've been trying to get at these, the Gloire, for a while now. Well, this one is also fine. Just keep going. Even though everything is looking terrible right now. I just have no clue what's going on with the game on this mission. I can barely, but it just keeps going slower and slower, and I have no clue what the issue is. It's just become almost unplayable now. Look at this. What the heck? Sorry for the problems with that, but it's even unbearable for me. Okay, once again, I'll be right back. I just can't play this mission. I don't know what's going on. The worst part of it is that it's not even using up that much of my memory or anything. I've been checking the memory and it's at 40%. So by far, that's not that bad. I'll just have to deal with it and hope that on subsequent mission it's gonna be better, but currently it doesn't seem to be getting a whole lot better. Keep going. I have a few other units that can now at least move again, like the Argenta. And these. So that is somewhat sweet in its own right. You can anchor again, because I need you to get rid of even more guys for the moment. Or actually, you know what, let's just keep going and send some units from the Patra. They should be able to get there anyhow. And I need to re-attack the Gloire. Unfortunately. Seems like they turn around again. And I will have the Alceste to try to deal with it, while you just keep sailing ahead that way. Because this is a bit of a problem. Velasco can again keep moving. Yep, like I said, it's a bit unfair. But let's turn and keep using grape shot on the units that they continue to have. This is their last kind of ship here, or the most forward ship. So that's definitely the one that needs to be dealt with. And every time they keep getting another unit on there, and then I'll have to again attack it. It's a bit lame like that they surrendered, and then with the way they can do that. Didn't I tell you not to use AI anymore? I cannot be everywhere at the same time, and that's kind of breaking me up. Okay. Let's keep the Hector moving again. No. Hector. The fact of the matter is that I cannot let any of them escape, of course. Okay. Let's turn. And like I said, I just hope that the next mission will be better, because I have absolutely no freaking ass clue why it's suddenly so bad. I never experienced this before in any of the other missions, even though they had a lot of units, and it's still playing this poorly. So I have no clue. Let's just get the Hector very close so they can attack him. Oh, you're not attacking with grape. Nah. Well, all of them should be attacking with grape shot. So that their manpower goes down enough. I feel like they're gonna break the San Giovanni. Unless I can get them to protect it. Which I might. I really have to see, and I'm gonna use regular cannon, obviously. Okay, that's a good hit. Okay, that should be the end of it. Wow. Okay. Really? On their final attack, huh? Because they're pretty much not going to get another attack in. How hard can it be to shoot it down? What does it have left? Shoot it down! This is unreal. Alright, let's just try to salvage what we can from that ship. Nope, it sunk. Okay, so out here... Okay, stop, please. If there's anything that I don't want, it's them to get units onto those boats again. Man, it really sucks that the San Giovanni is down. Like I said, on their last attack too. That's real disappointment. You're also using grape shot, right? You are. It's just not very effective. I did tell you to leave those guys. Okay. This should be their final ship. But the game has managed to go even slower. Okay. Three commanders dead, okay. Well, that wasn't worth it. It didn't even matter capturing them. I mean, sending them to the Admiralty is technically free, but hey. Not enough weapons. Okay. Well, seems like we still get a bit of cash out of that, but I'm sure it wouldn't have done our generals any good, and not just that, morale inviolability. Anyway, let's actually take a look at that at the Alceste, which is a second rate indeed, Barfleur class. Yeah. Okay, that means that I'm gonna transfer myself again. Where's that ship now? Where is it? Here we are. Completely lost it. Yes. Okay, that's... Ooh. Let's get all of them out of there. And get them on the not on the Gentile, on the Alceste. The officer... Wait, they're... Oh yeah, you have to press upgrade. Okay, here we are. Nelson, there we go. We should be assigning $100 wherever we can. Okay, Now I need a new crew for the Hector. Minus 34,000. This is getting more and more ridiculous. Okay, Commander. You. 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 Well, they also cost extra stuff. No thanks. Whatever. Sure, for you it's fine. Alright. There we go. Right. I mean, we're still getting, enough money, in a way. And I still want to use still want to retain some of these smaller ships because of the success rates. Second rate, huh? I should get you back up to max. I just straight up hope that for the next mission they won't have another, problem again like that, where things slow down to a ridiculous amount. But let's spend that career point as well. I again should probably spend it on money related issues. Like repairing, and then next time we'll be dealing with the Grand Hiver. In spite of our victories, yeah, we'll do that next time. Thanks for watching this one. Do hope you enjoyed it, despite all the difficulties. And yeah, like I said, let's hope the next one will be better. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time. Bye bye.